The world continuing to mourn the loss of Queen Elizabeth II, but now look forward to King Charles III. He, of course, gave his first televised address to the nation as monarch. Take a listen.
Queen Elizabeth was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept, and she is mourned most deeply in her passing. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today.
A legacy to celebrate, a legacy that now we see being passed on to her son. And Lizzy Burden on the ground at Buckingham Palace we understand King Charles III has just been meeting with the Prime Minister, the very new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. A lot on the plate for these two leaders.
Indeed, they had already spoken on the phone, but this is their first meeting as King and Prime Minister. That speech you heard there, let's not forget, they're the words of a grieving son. He thanked his darling mama, the new king, but he also emphasised the need for continuity, pledging a life of service, echoing his own mother's commitment to service when she was a young queen. But he also, in this speech tonight, emphasised his understanding of the need to change from his life as Prince of Wales. He noted that he'll be stepping back from the charities and issues that he's been so passionate about, acknowledging the need to now be neutral as king. But also I would note that outside Buckingham Palace today, he was shaking hands with members of the public, so really a deliberate acknowledgement of the need to share in the public's grief. Something that the royal family has been criticised for not doing in the past. So setting the tone for a reign of commitment and continuity and compassion.
Remind our global audience again, Lizzy, what comes in the next 9 days or so.
Well, as you say, the King has already met with Liz Truss. I must note that her tribute to the Queen was somewhat upstaged in the Commons by the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson and his tribute to Elizabeth the Great. Tomorrow, though, King Charles will be formally proclaimed king. Of course, he became king the moment his mother died, but we'll have a meeting of the Accession Council at 10 a.m. UK time tomorrow, televised for the first time. And then the nation really will continue its mourning. And that's why, for our audience, the Bank of England has cancelled its meeting next week, delayed it till the 22nd of September. And so that will give the Monetary Policy Committee the opportunity to reflect on the jobs and inflation data that are coming out next week, but also take account of the energy bailout, as well as the emergency fiscal event that we're expecting to come before that meeting.